Hello, exiles. Welcome back to SSF in the company of our Titan, Thorgrim, because if the first Mjollner is unexpected, the second one is completely unexpected. I I was really surprised to see this one. Um, I know we played with single Mjollner. We didn't like it that much. And this one is only 251 increased physical damage. We do have 4 divines, and I don't think there's anything better to spend them on. So, the 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 no, okay. We did have a +4 levels of lightning skills, but never mind that. Let's see. This is using a greater rune of tithing. I have another greater rune of tithing. Is
Tempered by flame.
I don't know if we need another greater rune of tithing. I mean, if there's any way we can use it. I think we'll still be using the Vile Knight because it's not the DPS is not going to. I mean, let's take a look at the tooltip because I'm a tooltip gamer. From 10k to 5k. Cool, isn't it? But that I mean, that's only because we have the skill tree set up so that we have the offensive stance and lay siege here. Well, what do we do with the skill tree? Are there any additional mace nodes? No. One-handed. Yeah, there's something here. Dual wielding. Is it here? Yeah. Attack speed. Crit hit chance. Accuracy rating, movement speed. Accuracy rating. Lots of attack speed. Well, attack speed does increase our tooltip DPS. Let's just let's give it a shot. Try refund some of these passives. So if we're going to be dual wielding, we're going to be losing that minor survivability level that we already had. We're going to be losing a lot of chances to stay alive, so we need to focus on doing enough damage so that the enemies don't have a chance to hit us back, right? That's I mean, we do inflict some ailments here and there, so we don't need these specifically. What are we at? We were at 10k before doing this, 6k. We still have to recover some damage. Increase damage 100. Okay, so maybe damage. Is there anything that says more damage? This says more damage. This says more end damage on different lines. More damage against heavy stunned enemies with maces. Let's remove this one because that's regarding block chance. Okay, so let's see. What's the hit chance? What is it? Accuracy. Here. Accuracy. Not that good. But still, maybe we can recover that with some gear updates. And we need intelligence because we removed the intelligence node. Okay.
Flame of the Forge!
So where do we get attack? Attack. Damage. Well, let's see if we can get accuracy first. Easily. That doesn't sound too bad. But this seems to be a bit far. Accuracy against bleeding enemies and... This, I think, should set us up. Uh-huh. Okay, then. Amount of skill points. Let's... yeah, that's 25% on a 4-pointer. Is there anything else I'd like to remove? Blood magic is mandatory. Gem. Maybe remove a gen slot. Because with a Titan, we want to use small passive nodes, right? Okay. So, intelligence once. And those are intelligence.
Flame of the Forge!
Now we got 8 skill points. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's this? Unlimited. Nice. Dispatch foes is a valid investment. And we still have 2 skill points to focus on. See if we can get back to attack. To the attack. What's this here? Let's go there. So overall, the damage is.
Flame of the Forge!
Yeah. Overall, the damage is removed. I'm just gonna socket this for now. That's good enough for now. We need some sport gems. Let's see with some of these. Momentum, conduction, maybe commiserate, precision. I don't have enough spirit for precision. Maybe we can make it work. I hate the fact that this doesn't work with Leap Slam. But never mind. We want to socket lightning warp and ball
Tempered by
lightning in
flame.
different. So lightning warp. Is that good enough? With lightning exposure and strip away. And conduction, commiserate. Love to set this down. Overwhelm presence instead of herbalism. Yes, instead of herbalism. We're not gonna throw this away. This experiment of having two Mjollners with no other support except that you have two Mjollners. Oh, and we can remove the amulet. We can remove the anvil. Okay. And conductivity here. And we're lacking. Sure. We're up to 8.7k all of a sudden because of the amulet. Yeah, the chance to hit is not bad. We're going to be hitting within 2 meters because it's leap slam. More attack speed, more area of effect, more physical, and leeching. Okay, I guess that's it. That's all the changes we want to do here. Sorry about that. Okay. This is a max roll cataphract. I'm giving up a lot of resistances to word. So let's take it slow. Do we have a better pair of boots there? This is lightning, cold, double, large double resistances, and some chaos. There could be room for movement speed there. There is no room for. Okay. Didn't roll movement speed. But this one has life, this one has mana, this one has more strong threshold, less chaos resistance, yes, but I know there are talismans or soul cores or something that increases your move speed. I don't have those. Do I? No. So we're going to use a strength rune. Or maybe some chaos resistance runes. How are we doing on defensives? We're still capped with some extra lightning. Are we using any lightning? Yes. How about we add life instead of strength? Strength. How are we doing on strength? 366. This strength numbers just keeps going down. Since we finished the campaign and we were around 800 strength, now we're down to 336. Keeps going down and down and down. Maybe. Yeah, let's add strength. I know it adds less life overall, but we do need. Sorry for the yawns. Yeah. We've been farming some shields, as you can see. This one has 75 increased block chance. That's only a tier 2. We can do better. What's here? Either way, some nice loot here. If this turns out to, you know, says here that we're only doing 8,750 damage per second. It says main hand, physical, offhand, physical. Let's try it. Let's just take a look. And I think I remember last time I was... okay, sure. Last time I was using this build, the leaf slams were not clearing any pack, not even normal mobs, and elites took like 3-4 leaf slams or even more. Most of the time we had to drop a hammer of the gods. Our health pool is being, of course, as always, hit left and right. But the build is not dead up until now, so let's keep going. Yeah, survivability 0. Less life, less block chance. And we even invested in attack speed so that the leap slam, you know. But yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Let's try it again. It's like everything. See, I don't think everything in the game hits for more than 500. Somehow there. So those are 3 projectiles. They took us from full to... oh, that's another. Okay. Uh-huh. I was trying to... I guess it's still not it, is it? It's still not the thing, and it's not making a lot of sense. On paper, the item itself should be enough to clear the screen, but it doesn't really make sense why it is not clearing the screen. Yet again with the freeze build up and ignite chance and shock chance. Yeah, okay. Maybe a drop in the level back to 79 is what the build needs.
Enough! Science won't save you.
That's an interesting take. Once in a while, you do get the chance to listen to the voice lines that the characters have, and some of them are just as surprising as, you know, just like this guy. He's supposed to be a warrior, right? A warrior saying science won't save you isn't expected. Well, how is science not something the warrior is using because he's trying to I don't know. I think maybe he's not spending time in the evenings drawing up the physics of an axe swing and how best to swing the axe, taking into account the local gravity. Yeah, maybe science is not something that the warrior does. I don't know, was it just a level difference because this is a must level 79 map? Previous one was a must level 80, and yeah, we are a damaged sponge, and it's not overflowing at the moment. I don't know how many elites were there, but there were elites. It does feel like it's the same clear speed as with the shield equip. But it's definitely taking much more damage than with the shield. Yeah. You gotta find those projectile users, you gotta find the rangers and the mages and the supports and take those out first. Because you're not clearing the screen. And I don't think that we could get enough skill points to have this DPS level and also invest into area of effect. More area of effect.
Enough! Weakling!
Ah, you missed. I guess the aftershocks are helpful. Keep the rangers. So I don't know. It does feel a little bit better, doesn't it? From dying with every pack to being able to clear something, or at least have a chance to live through an encounter or two. Yes, maybe we need the last ascendancy. Maybe there's value in the last ascendancy where every second slam skill is necessarily boosted. That added area of effect, but it's only going to affect the leaf slam, right? The triggers from the weapons won't be affected because they're not slam skills. And it's great to see that the okay. There you go, Thorgrim, you got your exalted orb. The one that you spent on the boots you're not wearing. Or are you? Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, if you leave the projectile users to do the thing and hit you with their projectiles, you're not gonna have a great time. I mean, 40% damage reduction really feels like nothing in this game.
Come here.
Because if we're losing 2700 life pool with 40% damage reduction, when we're losing all of that life to 3 projectiles, one after the other, then what these mobs are dealing around more than 1000 damage on each projectile. I mean, that's I don't know, the numbers seem to be a bit high, or the damage reduction part seems to be much lower than needed. I know there's a kind of a convention or agreement within the community right now that armor builds are suboptimal. They can't really be played and taken to high levels in this league. I haven't yet seen any plans for 0.22 or too many projectiles. Too many projectiles. Once they release some plans for the next league, I'll be sure to take a closer look, see if the armor-based defenses, if armor defense is going to be touched on in the next league. Who knows? But we're at the half an hour mark. Um, I would really want to keep playing the Lich instead of this build, but I don't know. It does seem that with the two Mjollners, with um, the different spells being socketed and having much more support for dealing additional lightning damage, the build should be better. I'll do another look through the gear, see if we can find better rings of any sorts. Yeah, and more defenses somehow, somewhere. Yeah, we need this pair of gloves because of the 2 level of melee skills and physical leech. And added. Yeah. Well, Thorgrim just said goodbye, so I'm gonna say it as well. Goodbye, exiles. Till next time.